get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the D-line's going to spread out. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. And so you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. put it away.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll drop to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there. Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Get down, get down. 637. Check, kill. Check 26, 29. Who's right, Chief?
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Carr. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So out now come the Cardinals. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Play clock winding down. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Cardinals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Beckham, the return. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
6-18. White Monday. 6-18.
Carr to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
White Monday, Raider 2. Raider 2, 11:34.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And now here's a carry heading left. They juked him, fighting through, and he's got space. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Raider 2. Raider 2. Raider 2. 7:34.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Get down. Get down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The play clock's running down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. It's a gain of a yard, and that leads to a New York first down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They fake the handoff. Now Carr being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go to Johnson again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a handoff. Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.